Ian Rapoport had the big story, the national insider for the NFL Network, and you can follow him on Twitter at RapSheet, the contract with Kyler Murray. Ian, kind enough to join us here. Who would benefit from wanting the mandatory film study to be made public?
Who would benefit? I'm not sure anybody would benefit from that, but I don't. So it's interesting when a story becomes public like this, and everyone sort of questions like why and what was the motivation and all of that, which is all fine. Like I know that's all part of it. But the way this worked, so I requested the contract. When contracts are officially signed, then they're put in a, I guess, database. I was thinking about it like it was a file cabinet, but I assume it's something electronic. And agents can get copies of it through the NFLPA, and contract guys at the NFL can get copies through the NFL. So if you have some, the right sources, and honestly, it doesn't take very much, you request a contract once it's signed to be like, I want to take a look at it. And so that's what I did. And I was actually looking for the baseball clause because there's a clause in Kyler Murray's contract that says his guarantee gets voided if he plays organized baseball for any team at any time during his contract. That's what I was looking for. So, once I took a look at it and I realized there was this independent study clause, I had to call like sort of an expert of reading contracts to be like, am I doing this properly? I don't know if you just lost me there. Hold on.
No, we got you.
Am I doing this properly? And am I understanding this properly? And I was, and so I called the agent, say, here's what I got, here's what I'm going to report. And then, then I reported it.
Have you heard of a contract, anything similar to this before?
Nope. To my knowledge, I do not know of anything that has been, I don't know of anything similar in any NFL contract, honestly.
Cliff Kingsbury said he had no issues with Kyler Murray. His study habits. You believe him?
I believe that this contract clause was something that Michael Bidwell, the owner, wanted. And my understanding of the reason was because they're going to make a commitment to a quarterback like this. They're going to pay him $230.5 million, make him the face of the franchise and all that. They wanted something coming back. They wanted him making a written commitment to them that he's going to do all the necessary things. So it wasn't just this clause. It was also the $9 million or so in workout bonuses tied to him being in town. It was, some community commitments where he's going to come in and kind of be the face of their franchise like he should be being paid that money. So there was all sorts of things that Michael Bidwell wanted if he was going to do what was a historic contract for the Arizona Cardinals.
Do you think there's further fallout from this?
You mean, are we going to hear this ever again in the history of Kyler Murray's career? I think we might hear it a time or two.
Yeah.
God forbid something happens where he does not look good in a game. Like, is someone going to ask, have you been studying? Yeah, I think they probably will. But if he's doing what he needs to do, if he's doing what he has to do and studying, I'm sure he does more than 4 hours by himself every week. Hopefully he's doing what's necessary and it's not an issue, but are people going to ask? Absolutely.
Help me understand the Deshaun Watson situation. That I think it's 4 weeks ago that they sort of wrapped up everything with this independent arbitrator, the judge. What is holding up any decision here for her?
Sorry, I'm texting as I'm talking to you. Basically, I don't know if it's holding up a decision, but the more time she has, the more time that there's a possibility the NFL and the NFLPA can get together and maybe come up with a settlement. I don't sense anything as imminent, nor does either party want to right now, but, take some time, and that would continue to be on the table. We all have a time frame of wanting to make sure that it was done before training camp. She did not.
Yeah.
She did not. So, we always say, expect it before training camp. That's if the NFL and the NFLPA were in charge. They are not. Sue Robinson is. It is on her timetable. And there's no action. The only thing that matters to her is coming out with the right and fair and just proper ruling. Whether or not Deshaun Watson plays a couple preseason practices, or training camp practices before, isn't actually material to the situation.
But do you think that the NFLPA and the NFL could negotiate a number and then talk to her?
Yes. Theoretically, I don't get the sense that they are going to, but theoretically, yes, they absolutely could. And that would be if it was accepted by all parties, I think there could be a settlement, yes.
All right. I know you're busy. I appreciate you joining us on short notice. All right.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
That's Ian Rapoport, National Insider for NFL Network.